Super Trucks, it is a stacked field, Michael Young. We've only got out of those 10, 2 guys that have not taken a checkered flag and won a race, and only one that hasn't been on a podium, so it's a wild field.
So Robby Gordon already starting to look to the outside. The field away to turn number 1 they go. First ramp right there to the exit of turn number 1 through turn number 2. Turn number 2, the left-hander, then they go back to the right-hander. Wonder if they'll just get right over that curbing and take that curbing like they do at so many places and just ramp right over. They just shortcutted it as they walk right through. Already 4 wide, Sean Cermony down into turn number 4.
Still out in front is the Chew Fuel of Jeff Hoffman. Jeff Hoffman, his second weekend in Stadium Super Trucks, on the podium with a 3rd place last weekend in Adelaide, Australia. He was out to an early lead.
Matt Brabham looking to the outside, trying to move his way towards the front of this grid. Again, we have inverted this field, so the faster trucks are to the back. And the first time over the ramp between turns 8 and 9, you see P.J. Jones in that bright orange truck there to the tail of the field. Keep your eye on Sheldon Creed and, of course, Robby Gordon. So it's Hoffman, Hines, Matt Brabham, and then the machine of Davey Hamilton Jr. They're your top 4.
And there right now we already see the hood pushed up a little bit on that Safecraft safety truck of Matty Brabham. He dives to the inside, gets by Hines nice and smooth, goes over that Arctic Cat ramp as they go by the yachts in the back. Hoffman out in front. Behind him, Matty Brabham. A lot of pressure on Hoffman with a driver like Brabham in 2nd place. Meanwhile, P3, Bill Hines. He is also getting away from the rest of the pack a little bit. And off in the weeds, we got a couple trucks in the grass, and they come around 13 and 14.
Matt Brabham side by side with Hoffman. Matt Brabham over the final jump, drag racing down into turn number 1. Hoffman to the outside, Brabham to the inside. Brabham looks to have the position as they make their way down into turn number 1. Brabham to the lead over Hoffman. Nice move by Matt Brabham. Hines in 3rd.
Brabham to the front right there. Nice out break in. Hoffman gets in front. That's bad news for the rest of the pack right now with Matty Brabham. He has open track and ready to check out. Meanwhile, where is Sheldon Creed? Where is Robby Gordon? Looking now, they are still outside the top 7. Getting hung up towards the back of the pack right now. 4 wide again as they run down this fast section going into turn 4. Who's outbreaking who? Smoke bellowing off the Toyo tires of Bill Hines. Bill gets pushed to the outside.
Boy, Robby Gordon really went wide right there as they make their way through turn number 6 and now turn number 7. Robby started dead last, making the charge already up to 5th. Great competition here as Matt Brabham goes to the lead. P.J. Jones now to 3rd, Hoffman in 2nd.
P.J. Jones moves up to 3rd. Right behind him, Davey Hamilton Jr. Hamilton just having a little bit of test in Charlotte a couple days ago. Coming out his first weekend, this is his stadium debut. As you see him running well, I believe, up in P4 right now as the pack starts to spread out a little bit. Ari Lyondike Jr. looking well. Also, Jeff Hoffman, he goes back another position as they go 2 wide over the Arctic Cat ramp.
Boy, Robby Gordon really gets set wide there at that ramp at the exit of turn number 10. Now through turns number 11 and 12, we expect our competition caution. Robby Gordon locking up the brakes as he heads into the end of turn 13.
Sheldon Creed in the Arctic Cat, number 1 right there, taking the livery of Robby Gordon, taking his colors over from Arctic Cat. Right now, Creed pushing it wide, getting off in the grass right there. But now, who's going to outbreak who as they are 3 wide? Meanwhile, Brabham checks out on the pack. Behind him, Ari Lyondike Jr. in 2nd. Oh, and P.J. Jones goes to the inside of Hoffman, not able to make it stick.
Well, nice job by Sheldon Creed, the green truck, as he makes his way through. One of the fastest out there and certainly puts on quite a show. Sheldon Creed trying to work his way to the front. He's got Davey Hamilton Jr. just ahead of him. Ari Lyondike Jr. you see ahead of there. Now over around Hoffman comes P.J. Jones. P.J. Jones, Paul the Dude Morris, both of them trying to get around the Hoffman machine. Sheldon Creed moved to the inside of turn number 4. Gets sideways, now tucks back to the inside.
So far, a relatively great, clean race here. These guys swapping very little paint, leaning on each other just a little bit. Keep in mind, folks, there will be 2 mandatory competition cautions. One coming up right around the corner where they're going to pack the back up. Right now, you see Paul the Dude Morris out of Queensland, Australia. He is applying some pressure right now to the Hoff. Jeff Hoffman, he is slowly going backwards in the pack a little bit as P.J. Jones starts to check out on him. Behind him, it is the Dude. And in the Arctic Cat, Wildcat 1000, number 1, Sheldon Creed. He puts some pressure on the Dude. Moves the Hoff out of the way, says, here I come, young man, I'm coming through.
Boy, nice move by Sheldon Creed. Robby Gordon will take advantage of that as well. So Hoffman starting to fall back just a little bit. Truck slowing down for our competition caution. We will bunch them back up and go green at the start-finish line.
Yes, we will. We are going green. This is number 1 of 2 mandatory competition cautions out here for Stadium Super Trucks. So you see, they go almost 3 full laps. Then they get into a comp caution. All that strictly does is pack the pack back up. No one is allowed to run away in Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks right here. So this is their opportunity to come around, get close to one another. Now, this is great news for the likes of, P.J. Jones. He's been making his way up. The Arctic Cat driver of Sheldon Creed, he's been moving through the pack. But for Matty Brabham, he's out front. Now he's got all this pressure right on him.
Nice job by Ari Lyondike Jr. He's running P2. We're back to green. Brabham in the lead. Lyondike Jr. And you see the truck of P.J. Jones. That's that bright orange truck. That's P3. And then Sheldon Creed, P4. The field in down into turn number 1. Nearly contact there with Robby Gordon.
And we're going to see more and more contact as this race goes on. We get close to the checkered flag. They need to put themselves, Michael, in a position where they can strike on the last couple of laps as they race towards the checkered flag. So right now they know they have another mandatory comp caution coming up. Oh, and they go wide right there. Sheldon Creed makes a violent move. Dives to the inside of P.J. Jones. Can he get by Jones? He doesn't. Ari Lyondike stays in second. Jones stays in third. We've seen Jones win at this track here before, but Sheldon Creed as well, as Creed 3 wheels past P.J. Jones.
What a great pass by Sheldon Creed. Gets around P.J. Jones. P.J. trying to return the favor. Immediately following Jones is Robby Gordon. Great battle there with those 3 trucks, but Sheldon Creed made it stick. Hard portion of the track. Turns 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's a great pass by Creed.
Excellent. Very good pass there. Very technical, but Creed's had some trouble there. If you remember, we go back a year ago with him and E.J. Vizo. Very violent passes made through that section here. So Creed knows he's got the ability to do it, but you're taking a gamble when you're making those kinds of wild passes with this much race left.
Robby Gordon and P.J. Jones battling for position, and Robby Gordon move him up 1. So P.J. Jones falling back. Robby trying to make up the ground as Sheldon Creed locks him up into turn number 13, trying to put the pressure on Ari Lyondike Jr. They exit turn number 14 and hit the ramps.
Ari Lyondike, another event winner here in Stadium Super Truck. So out in front.
Whoa, P.J. Jones nearly nosed it into the asphalt.
Jones with some big air front and low, rear and high. So it looks like he and Paul the Dude Morris, it's a drag race down here. Who's going to outbreak who? We go, Sheldon Creed goes the inside of Lyondike, doesn't move out of the way, nice and easy, but the boss man, the myth, the legend in the Toyo Tires number 7, he's in the mix now as he swaps paint with Sheldon Creed.
Boy, Sheldon Creed nearly contact with Robby Gordon, and Ari Lyondike doing everything he can to hold the rest of the drivers at bay. Sheldon Creed drops the wheel low to the inside. So does Robby Gordon. Gordon locks him up into turn number 4. Contact between Gordon and Lyondike. Lyondike returns the favor to the inside, but Robby Gordon will have position at the exit of turn number 7. Move Gordon up 1 more position.
Yesterday in qualifying, Robby Gordon was extremely fast, walked away from the rest of these guys. If he gets out front, it's going to be all over for the rest of these drivers. He's really fast as Ari Lyondike gets a little loose there, made a mistake coming out of turn 9. Bit of a problem there for Lyondike. That's going to slow him up a little bit. Meanwhile, who's got a chain hooked to Sheldon Creed? It's Robby Gordon. Look at the two of them. You throw a blanket over the top of them as they are battling right now to get into 3rd place. Ari Lyondike Jr. going backwards a little bit in the number 25 live truck. There's a great shot right there. Ari Lyondike, P.J. Jones, and Paul the Dude Morris right there. They got a speed sandwich with UFD bread as they got those two sandwiching. P.J. Jones, meanwhile, out in front as they come around turn 14 and head down the front stretch. Huge air for Matty Brabham, 240 feet in distance. 150 miles an hour in these Stadium Super Trucks as these Toyo Tires getting the power to the ground hard on those Hawk Performance brakes as they dive into turn number 1. Brabham out in front. Oh, mowing the lawn with those Toyo Tires right there. Robby Gordon goes to the inside, moves Sheldon Creed out of the way and puts his sights on our leader.
Well, that's the best I have seen Robby Gordon drive in some time. Driving with passion is Robby Gordon. So Matt Brabham starting 4th in this race is P1, then it's Robby Gordon P2. Now Sheldon Creed trying to return the favor, getting that 2nd position back. It's Brabham, Creed, Gordon, then Lyondike and Paul the Dude Morris getting set for another competition caution in just a few moments. But thus far, Robby Gordon making a smart and very calculated charge to the front.
This is the Robby Gordon of the past, is what we're seeing right now. He has struggled the last, we'll say, even a year and a half to hang with some of these guys that have figured out how to run these trucks as well as they do. But this is a whole new RG, a whole new Robby Gordon here, looking really good hanging with these young men up front.
So Matt Brabham, there you see the caution flag at the exit of the turn.
There they are right there. You see them slowing down. Now this will be the last and final competition caution of this race, which means this is going to be a 3-lap dogfight, if you will, an all-out battle to the checkered flag right now. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The best of the best in Stadium Super Trucks have pretty much all made their way up front right now. So now we're sitting with Matty Brabham up front. He's in P1. P2 is Robby Gordon. P3, Sheldon Creed. Behind him, we got the United Fiber and Data trucks, the Think Loud and Live, the multi-platinum recording artist live trucks right there of Ari Leyendyke and Paul the Dude Morris. Behind him, PJ Jones. So that alone is a stacked field. And these guys are right on top of each other with only 3 laps left to go as they're going to take their last and final rolling green start.
Well, Matt Brabham back into the throttle. Green flag is waving. Brabham to the lead. Now Robby Gordon starting to look to the inside. He gets to the right rear of Matt Brabham. Robby Gordon, as Brabham takes him all the way down into the wall in turn number 1. Brabham swings wide. Robby Gordon to the inside, out braking all the way through. Robby Gordon to the lead.
Gordon just out braking him right there. He got a wheel on him right off the start, jumped the start a little bit, pushed Brabham. Brabham moved over, and he did the smart thing because Robby was not going to let him go through. See right now, Gordon out in front. Behind him, Matty Brabham. P3 is Sheldon Creed in the Arctic Cat Wildcat 1000 number 1. Ari Leyendyke Jr., I believe, in the number 12 in the live, number 25, dives to the inside, not able to get Creed as he applies a lot of pressure. You see him, big torque wheelies there. 3-wheeling's a good feeling for the whole pack. Only 2.5 laps left to go.
Boy, I'm impressed with Ari Leyendyke Jr. doing a great job really hanging with these guys. And I know he's tried his hand at this before, but to keep up with Sheldon Creed, Robby Gordon, and Matt Brabham, that's a heck of a feat and a nice run for Ari Leyendyke Jr.
It doesn't matter what kind of race car you are. You keep up with those guys, you're going pretty darn good. You got to be proud of yourself. As you see right now, they're starting to distance out the pack a little bit. Our top 3 right there, Gordon, Brabham, and Creed, starting to pull away from the rest of the pack. I don't know if they're going to have what it takes to catch RG today. Qualifying fast yesterday. Brabham to the inside. Now Creed to the inside. Up on 3 wheels right now. The number 1. Smoke bellowing off those Toyo tires as they go into 13. Start exiting 14 and heading down the front stretch into the big Toyo tire ramp. 2 laps left to go here. What a wild ride. Huge air for all of our competitors.
Nice job by Paul the Dude Morris, able to get around Ari Leyendyke Jr., just bragging on Ari, and Paul the Dude Morris puts a nice move on him. So Matt Brabham goes from the lead to P3. Robby Gordon's your leader. Then Sheldon Creed, Matt Brabham, they are your top 3. Paul the Dude Morris and Ari Leyendyke Jr., your top 5.
Look at it right now. Checking out is Robby Gordon at number 7, the Robby of old. We have not seen this type of speed out of Gordon in probably a year and a half. He has shown these guys exactly what is up. A little over a lap and a half left to go. The boss man out in front, number 1, Sheldon Creed in P2.
It's not over yet, though. I'm starting to see Sheldon Creed start to sneak back up on the boss man. Sheldon Creed, one of the most entertaining drivers in the Speed Energy Stadium Super Truck Series. It was 3 truck lengths. Now it's down to 1 truck length. And look, Matty Brabham's right there with him.
Right in the mix. And you never know. Even in the driver's meeting, Sheldon Creed, he says, we talk about moving a ramp coming out of turn 8. He goes, oh, where I stuffed EJ Vijo last year? Well, we might see him stuffing another driver here in just a little bit as he gets right close, up, braking hard, gets close to the number 7 of Robby Gordon.
Oh, watch Sheldon Creed as he works through turn number 13 and comes around this final turn. Able to work his way to the outside is Sheldon Creed. Now to turn number 12, right on the rear deck of Robby Gordon. Sheldon Creed locking him up going into turn number 13. Robby Gordon swinging wide, Sheldon Creed. Oh, we got Matt Brabham around.
Matt Brabham got into the wall there. I don't know if he had any help. Front of the wall smashed up, or front of the truck smashed up pretty good. He is out of contention for the win right now.
White flag is out.
The race to
Sheldon
watch
Creed, yep, looking to the outside. Sheldon Creed to the outside. Robby Gordon down low. Creed looks now to the inside. Brakes. They make contact at the exit of 1.
Not quite enough to make it happen. He was nice and clean there. Not heavy contact. as we get into the section here, as you mentioned a few laps ago, Michael, they're getting the section where passing is not easy. So if he's going to make it happen, it's going to have to be aggressive. You see him right now. There is Creed to the outside. We have not seen him take this line through here yet. That's something different right now as he files in behind Robby Gordon. Robby Gordon still out in front. Creed dives to the inside. Both of them cheated up a little bit farther to the inside than we've seen yet today as the two of them check out on the rest of the pack. A chain hooked from Sheldon Creed onto Robby Gordon. Only about half a lap left to go here. Does he have enough to take it away from the boss as Creed puts himself into the wall? Scrubbing speed on the left side of his truck as he chases down Robby Gordon.
That might have cost Sheldon Creed the race right there as he hit the wall, the exit there. Sheldon Creed, last opportunity to get to the rear deck of Robby Gordon. He hops the curb. Sheldon Creed now a truck length behind Robby Gordon. Gordon with a great jump. Sheldon Creed right in his rear deck lid right now. Gordon through turn 11, now turn 12. Sheldon Creed has returned the favor through the final turn for the final time.
As he goes hard to the inside, moves the boss out of the way, shoves his hood up in his eye hood. The two of them come around, not able to make it happen. Heavy contact, Creed into Gordon. Gordon's front wheel a little out of whack. Creed's hood almost falling off as they drag race to the checkered flag. And the win going to a hard-fought win going to the number 7. Robby Gordon in the Toyo Tires truck. P2 looks like it's going to be Sheldon Creed. Paul the Dude Morris in P3. What a wild run to the finish line.
Oh, and look at Robby Gordon putting on a show like he always does. The boss man. Nice round of applause for Robby Gordon. This Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks. Gordon Creed, Paul the Dude Morris. P.J. Jones will come home 4th. Ari Lyondike Jr. P5. Then D.J. Hamilton, Jeff Hoffman. Matty Brabham falling all the way down to 9th as Bill Hines comes home 8th. Matt Brabham 9th. And Harlan comes home 10th. Good race, and Robby Gordon putting on the show through these final turns. Sean, always exciting. This is just so much fun to see these guys do this out here. And the competition cautions, I think, brought a lot more to it. Wasn't a long competition caution, bunch the field up like that.
Hey, you know, Robby Gordon, he comes up with these ideas. We've been doing a competition caution for a few years, but we have not been doing 2. And it certainly kept it interesting there. As you see, there is our winner right there, up on 2 wheels, doing his best. Joey Chitwood is going around that tight section up on 2 wheels.
Oh, the people in Pioneer Park are thinking, what is going on? They can't see that he's on 2 wheels probably. Can't figure that out. That's great.
Well, Michael Young, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for having us here, and thank you for being up.
And we got a podium celebration.
We got a podium celebration happening here in just a few minutes. I'm going to boogie down and meet with our top 3 competitors, and great opportunity to come down and meet these guys real quick. And you fans, come on down, be a part of the celebration with us.
Right behind grandstand number 7 is where the victory podium celebration will happen. Our thanks to Sean Sermony, the voice of the Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks, for the call up here in the booth. There's Sheldon Creed coming down the front straightaway. He'll come home 2nd this afternoon in the green truck. Paul the Dude Morris following him down. Lot of fun. Ari Lyondike Jr. There's P.J. Jones. Davey Hamilton Jr. We will celebrate with our top 3 finishers. Paul the Dude Morris, Sheldon Creed, and Robby Gordon in just a few moments. Again, all of our post-race activity and pre-race festivities will happen down behind gate number 7, or I should say grandstand number 7, as your winner on 2 wheels, making his way down the front straightaway. There he is, race fans. Robby Gordon, and we'll celebrate with our top 3 finishers coming up next. It's day number 2 of the Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg.